mufise umwanya mutuje cyane nari mbanje kubasuhuza ngo umva amajwi yanyu. Dear Sister Honorine Ryambere, President of Kwibuka Italia, the Honorary Council of Rwanda in Roma, Enrico Laliamora, dear friends of Rwanda, dear Mr. Piero, Banyarwanda, Banyarwandakazi, cari connazionali. 29 anni fa in Rwanda, il nostro paese, 1 milione di uomini, donne e bambini sono stati uccisi perché nati Tutsi. Ricordiamo, turibuka. Oggi siamo qui per commemorare, onoriamo la loro memoria. Ci riuniamo anche per riconoscere il dolore e la sofferenza che i sopravvissuti e le loro famiglie continuano a sopportare. Li salutiamo il loro coraggio. Ci impegniamo a riunire, ricostruire e rinnovare. Each year on 7 April, we begin a period of commemoration that lasts 100 days until early July. Today, we remember 7 April 1994, the day when a heavy black cloud darkened the sky of our country and a morbid climate reigned for 100 days. It is the worst day in our history. Today marks the 29th commemoration of genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda. Today, we come together to remember and honor the memory of 1 million lives brutally taken away from us. Turibuka abacu bazize uko bavutse. We are also gathered here on this day in order to take conscience of this tragedy of the 20th century, the genocide perpetrated against the Tutsi in Rwanda, the most unspeakable horror and unimaginable cruelty. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to take this time to thank the Association Kwibuka Italia, the Student Association in Roma, and all their friends here present for the organization of this day of remembrance, and all those who from near or far support this noble cause. For us, the commemoration is a tribute that we pay for our dear departed. It is a way we tell them that we have never forgotten them, that we are always with them in thoughts. Kwibuka ni igihango dufitanye n'abacu kidashobora guhanguka. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to everyone here, and especially to the Italian government that allow us to gather for such a cause. Such event allow us to gather and remember the incredible power we hold by being united. We also come together to acknowledge the pain and suffering that the survivors and their family continue to endure. The genocide against the Tutsi was a dark chapter in human history. The loss of life was staggering, with an estimated 1 million people killed in just 100 days. The impact of this tragedy is still felt in Rwanda and beyond, as families continue to grapple with the loss of loved ones and our community try to rebuild. We must not forget the lessons of the genocide against the Tutsi. We must always remember the human cost of hatred and prejudice. We must recognize that the seeds of genocide are often sown in the rhetoric of division and exclusion, like what we are seeing currently in the DRC. We must commit ourselves of building a world where everyone is valued and respected, regardless of their ethnicity, religion, or background. Today, we stand in solidarity with the survivors and their families. We honor their resilience and strength in the face of unspeakable horror. We also salute the courage of the heroes who risked their lives to stop these atrocities. We salute the first intervention of the Rwandan Patriotic Army, led at the time by President Paul Kagame. Thanks to their heroism, one of the world's most brutal governments, with its army and allied militias killing at least 10,000 people per day, has been overthrown. These brave men and women showed us that even in the darkest times, there is still hope. Their selfless sacrifice, acts of courage and compassion reminds us that we all have a role to play in building a more just and peaceful world. Just after putting the end to the genocide against the Tutsi, the RPF-led government had the monumental task of picking up the pieces so that Rwanda could once again be called a country, so that we could once again have a home. We must recall that the genocide perpetrated against the Tutsi in Rwanda was not an accident. It was not an incident of any kind. It was carefully thought a long time. There were first attempts in 1959, in 1973, in years during which the Tutsi were slaughtered. The genocide of the Tutsi in 1994 was the apocalypse. It was orchestrated, the culture of impunity, excessive extremism, and the facts speaks for themselves. There is still need to pursue justice. As we all know, the perpetrators, there are many fugitives that are still very well kept and protected in countries. This is once again a call for countries that are members of the United Nations and host the fugitives of genocide to join this call, Cari connazionali. As we remember the victims of genocide against the Tutsi, let us recommit to creating a better future for ourselves, for our children. Ibyatubayeho ntibyaduheranye. We are today more resilient and stronger. Dukomeze duharanire kubaka u Rwanda ruzira ivangura, ruzira urwango, rwuje ubumwe kandi rutera imbere. Aho umunyarwanda wese yatura mu gihugu cye cyangwa ahandi yahisemo atekanye, yishyira akizana muri byose. Kubake u Rwanda twifuza. Tagira ngo soze ngira nti muri iyi minsi 100 ndetse na nyuma yaho komeze twibuke twiyubaka.
Je rêve de vous, vous mes lumières en vain.